So I'm very pleased to welcome Tom Nash, who is the founder and CEO of the MarketFlow. I have here seated beside me Anne Towdiff, which is the business product manager at Croesus. Welcome, guys, to the video podcast.
Nice
So,
to you.
my first question to Tom: what is the product you're offering?
Okay, sure. So we have an app for the general public. Anyone can invest from $10, and we're regulated in the UK, so it's only available in the UK, but it's regulated by the FCA. But our app enables anyone to invest from $10, and we have 3 portfolios which we actively manage for daily rebalancing, risk management, and allocations. So we've been serving optimized portfolios.
Where did come the idea of building the?
It's a
MarketFlow?
great question. Actually, it originated from my own personal experience. So I used to be with JP Morgan and supporting asset management, and then later on I had another venture which I sold, and I was managing my own portfolios in 2015, and the market was very volatile, and I quickly realized that the portfolio did not deliver performance as I expected. Luckily, I had data science background, and I was looking for an optimization solution where I could allocate the portfolio based on position sizing, based on where there was momentum at play, and so on. And I realized there were lots of cyclical behavior in the market. So I took on the task of building models, which I did, which then became a big platform. And that's how it started. So it's really my own experience of people feeling the heat when it comes to volatility in the market. So the whole premise of MarketFlow is to minimize volatility in portfolios.
And who are your customers?
Well, initially we started for higher account sizes, minimum of $100,000 per account. But now we've realized that I think the solution really needs to be delivered to anyone and everyone, and anyone from $10 can invest. Our average size is $7,500.
At least you've been in the business for about 20 years. How do you see how the portfolio management evolved all these years?
Well, I think before the portfolio management working in a brokerage firm has to develop their business and to manage the portfolio at the same time. So it's really 2 different ways, but they have to do both. I think today portfolio management and investment advisors should be more focused on their clients, on the relationship. They have to build a great relationship in order to keep the clients and to go get other assets. And they have to either delegate the portfolio management, or if they want to do it themselves, they have to set up a strategy and have a powerful tool to help them to assist for portfolio management.
Okay, have you seen an evolution of the role all over these years? Have you seen the role of technology evolving?
Absolutely, because clients are more, they have more knowledge about all the business, how we manage portfolio because of all the information they can gather on the market. So the portfolio manager has to be very knowledgeable as well, and they need a very powerful tool in order to include all kinds of constraints. If they do not want a specific asset classes, if they want to hold a minimum of this specific security, they have to be able to fill their clients' needs.
Okay, speaking of technology, what is the technology underlying MarketFlow?
Sure, great. So we've got 3 technology stacks. So the first is our optimization engine, which we built in-house, and that runs all our construct of the portfolio. We've got 3 portfolios. So the construct is driven, we have a mandate, and in order to drive the mandate forward, our optimization platform builds a construct which is dynamic. And then it runs the allocation strategy and rebalancing on a daily basis. It also varies the various capital invested ratios on a daily basis. So that's our optimization engine. On top of that, we have a CRM tool which manages all our clients, and it's our backend system. And thirdly, we have an app. So app distributes our information on a daily basis to our clients. So that's our technology stack.
How do you see, is your business model scalable? To which extent it is scalable and the potential of growth for a company?
Absolutely. So the way we've built our structure with a pooled capital portfolio, it has scale built into it. Obviously, we're going to run into liquidity issues around the investment management of portfolios, and I think the size there is about 15 billion per portfolio, where we may need to change the construct. But so far the business is scalable. Whether we manage 100 clients in a single portfolio, we manage 15,000 clients. Managing the portfolio is exactly the same. It's just more around liquidity and position sizing, which, as I said, would come into play at about 15 billion size. So it's a very scalable business. Hence, we're in Canada. We're also regulated by the SEC in the US. We see ourselves with a global solution. I think all of us need to look after our money. So.
Okay.
And I'm just wondering, the rebalancing process, does it have to be triggered by someone, or you have a system that will trigger the rebalancing based on some...
Great point. So we have a daily action. So it's
daily tasks.
Exactly. So our portfolio manager logs into our optimization platform,
okay.
and on a daily basis we have sell signals and buy signals.
Okay.
And they have to vary their capital invested ratios based on how our platform. So we get input at midnight our time in the UK. At about 10 o'clock UK when the market closes, we get our closing data prices, and then we run through data synthesis of about 5 million data points, and then in the morning before the market opens, the PM sees the various capital invested ratios and what the tasks for the next day are in terms of rebalancing or any allocations down to position sizing. So the system provides the input, and then it's at discretion of the
it's a
PM
personal decision.
That's right.
And are you allowed to go in any of the market, or do you have to stay in the UK? Can you go in North America?
We do S&P only. That's right. So we're just S&P focused. So just S&P 500. We have 3 portfolios, and high growth, and then a tax incentive one, and they're all, the construct is built around S&P.
Okay, not asset classes.
So how did you structure your team?
I think in a business like ours, it's more specialized. So you have to find people who are good at the asset management side of things, but also understand the technology. So I think for us, the team is split around PM function, which is the portfolio management. So Adam Tyrrell and Tim Shanahan, they have between them over 60 years of portfolio management experience, and they had an pioneering mindset, and that's really what we're looking for. So then we have technology, and thirdly we have client services and marketing. So from a technology front, again, we're looking for people who have transferable skills and people who can understand data. Data is very important to us. We run through so many data points per day that we need people to be mathematically minded and also understand the data structure. And then finally, the client, as Anne mentioned, I think for anybody serving portfolio management, you're dealing with a client which is far more educated, far more aware. There's so much information out there that you almost have to be deliver touch points on a regular basis. So we produce weekly performance videos and content and so on. So we're looking for people who are very content driven, of the moment, and understand the psyche of the client. And
what is your customer acquisition strategy?
It's content driven, and also we lay a lot of emphasis on trust. So we like to have referrals from our existing clients. One of the things we've brought in with technology is daily reporting, which I think prior to that people had a monthly reporting cycle and so on. So we brought that down. So our customer acquisition is delivering content marketing strategies, social media, and we do look at referral marketing.
How do you see the future of portfolio management?
Well, future of portfolio management is to have more communication between the PMs and the clients. For example, they're using, let's say, Croesus software, and they can either send a document, they can send something to sign, or just a report of their performance directly on the client's iPad or any tablets. I think the technology will be the assistant of a portfolio manager, just to help them to know, as said earlier, just to open your application in the morning and see what I have to do today. Everything is ready, just need to click on a button to take a small decision, but the system has done everything.
That's great. Yeah. So what are your ambitions for the future?
Well, I think we've just started, and as Anne mentioned, this world is, I think we're data driven now, and there's so much data points. So I think people, we have a platform which is agnostic to portfolio construct. So we're looking at building more ethical portfolios, ESG based, and so on. And we're looking to bring our solution worldwide. So we're looking at Canada, we're looking at US, where we were already regulated, and then we're looking at Middle East and Far East. So I think we, and at the same time, it's a journey. We need to understand our clients.
Okay, so my last question to Anne: what do you suggest for companies like MarketFlow to grow? What, from your perspective, what can you bring to startups like these?
Well, I think is, as you said, if you give a good services and have the clients in front of your what is important for you, I think this is the first thing, because they're going to talk to the others, you're going to have more clients. And I think you have to use the technology to inform your clients, to share anything about the market, to share your idea very quickly. They want to know from you before they know from the market in general.
Yes.
Tom, Ham, thank you for having joined us. Thank you for accepting the invitation.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.